Claudia Fiocchiari, and I am the team leader of Tutify. Today, I will be giving a quick rundown of our application. Tutify is an application created that would allow private tutors to better communicate and distribute learning resources for their students and classes. This is a login page, and I am currently logging in as our stakeholder tutor Mo. The tutor can also change their profile picture. Here, I am changing Mo's picture to another picture he wanted. There is also a navigation bar to navigate to different pages. The resource page is a page where tutors can add web resources for students in primary school, secondary, and post-secondary. Here, I am adding a resource for post-secondary students for calculus math help. Here is the link that I want to share with my students. You can also add an image, but I did not add an image, so the default Tutify logo would appear. And here is the description of this link and how it would help students. The tutor can select which category to put this link in and the education level they want to share this with. So here the tutor has shared the link with post-secondary students. Navigating to the learning category will display our newly added link. Students would have the same view for the resource page as the tutors, but without the add resource button. Students or tutors can press on the forgot your password link and they can reset their password using their email. As you can see, the email from Tutify was received in my email message box, and there is a link to reset your password in the email. Here you can reset your password to a new password. This is the tutor share video page where tutors can share YouTube or Google Drive videos to their students and to specific courses. As you can see, the different courses the tutor teaches have different kinds of videos. Tutors can add the title for the video as well as the link and a description and choose the course they want to share it to. As you can see, the new video has been added. The video could be viewed directly on the page. Only the tutor can delete the video, not the student. Here is the tutor course page. Tutors can add courses by clicking the add course button. They can choose from an existing course or create their own course. Here we are creating our own course. Here the tutor puts in the course name and the description of the course and chooses which level of education it belongs to. I will be demonstrating how to delete a course. So now I'm adding a course according to an existing course. So let's say I want to delete quantum physics. You can delete it pressing the delete button on the top right. Every time a new calendar event or a new document has been shared, the student can see a notification about it. This page is the student dashboard. Like tutors, students can also upload documents to share. Documents uploaded usually consist of course outlines so the tutor can get a better understanding of how they can help this student. As you can see, the document is in the To Share tab, ready to be shared to one or multiple tutors. As you can see, the tutor can view the documents received from the student, and this is the document the student has shared with them. They could also delete the document. Additionally, tutors have the ability to delete documents they would like to share with their students. Students wouldn't see these documents anymore as well.
Sharing to social media feature, which allows a tutor to share their profile page to any social media that they want. So to do that, I will log in as a tutor. So this is the page that I see when I log in. So I have the ability to edit information and upload documents. So to share the public version of my page, I can click here. And for the purpose of this demo, I'm going to choose Facebook. And I'm going to share it to my Facebook page. So now it should be shared. And if I go on my page, I should see the link I have just shared. And if I click it, I will see a public version of the profile page. So this is a page that I can use to advertise my tutoring to Twitter, Facebook, by email. It just makes it easy to access information about the tutor. Code used to implement this feature. So this code is for the private profile page of the tutor, which contains the button to actually share to social media, which is contained here in this dialog box. So for every component inside the dialog, we pass the URL as a prop that fetches the tutor information and actually passes it through the tutor ID so that this ID appears in the URL, is appended, and that's how you can see the tutor public profile. This is done here. So we're fetching the user ID, and with this ID we fetch all the information and just append it to the Tutify URL. For the public version of this profile, this is all implemented here. Those functions are used to fetch the account, so get the account by the ID, so that we can access the actual tutor information from the ID that we've passed in the URL. And with this account ID, we get the actual tutor object with this API call. And from this, we get the tutor object, the courses that the tutor has, the subjects, and the profile image. And this is simply the rendering of the components. So we have several different components, such as the tutor information, the tutor description, and the tutor courses and subjects, which is all displayed in the public profile page. For the public profile page, so we basically just make sure that the right information is being displayed on the profile page. So we just create a mock tutor object with a certain ID, a certain number of students, a name, and whatever information we need to create a tutor. And we simply make sure that the proper information is rendered correctly on the page. So I will run the test. So we can see that it passes, which means that all the information is being displayed correctly. The issue on GitHub related to this feature. So those are all the tasks that we had to do, and the mockups, which is also on the wiki page on GitHub, and all the commits with the issue linked. This is the final version of what we implemented, and we have the PR that is also linked in the issue. The PR also refers the issue number. And from the issue, we can see that our stakeholders sign off the feature.
So right now I'm currently logged in as a tutor. The tutor has an option called a quiz in his sidebar. This feature allows the tutor to create quizzes and to share it to a course. This feature is part of our WAF feature, so the students can take a quiz and accumulate points, and these points can be used to unlock badges, which we will later show. As you can see, these are the quizzes that the tutor called Mo has created. They are filtered by course. The tutor can decide to delete a quiz by clicking on the garbage icon. The tutor can also add a new quiz by clicking on this button and by completing the fields. So the quiz has successfully been created. To add questions, the tutor has to click on View Quiz and then click on Add Questions. I'm going to create 2 new questions. This field corresponds to additional points that the students can get if they answer the question right. So I'll put 4. I'm going to add another question. So I have created 2 questions for this quiz. So tutor can decide to delete a question by clicking on this button. And he can also add more questions whenever he wants. The tutor has also another option called grades. Here he will know every time a student has attempted his quiz. And at the bottom there's a table that shows the total quiz points for each student. So right now I'm logged in as a student. I'm gonna go to the quiz. And if I go to the quizzes that the tutor Mo Alwami has created, I should be able to see the quiz that I created earlier. I'm gonna take the quiz. Finish quiz. Now if I go to my grades, I should be able to see the total points that I got for the quiz that I just took. So I have a base points of 10 and 9 extra points because I got both the questions right. So I have a total of 19.
In terms of the code, well, we code it in such a way that we share the same pages for students and for tutors. Here is the page for whenever you want to choose a tutor for quizzes. That is mostly for students. Once you click on the tutor right there, this page goes to this page, which is reused for students and for the tutors. You could see right there, if it's a tutor, it will show up extra features, and if it's a student, it will not show these features. Each of these pages also are always fed by the database, and it gets all the data from the API. Here we have different getter methods depending on the need for every single page, but basically they send out just the right amount of data for the page for security reasons. So you even have also here a method that is not a getter, but that is really useful for adding a quiz, for adding an attempt for a quiz, and here it's for adding the points associated to a quiz. That's another getter method for all the attempts and getting all the questions of a specific quiz. Basically, we all have adders and getters for every type of data that we want to get or set. And from that, we also have questions. This is mainly the form for adding a question from the add question page that we have. So it pretty much adds it to the database. So these features are also tested. They all have their own unit tests. This one is for the pages that are more for selecting the quiz rather than the quiz themselves, and this one is for the quiz themselves.
So this issue is the user story for the quiz feature. We have a description, a breakdown of tasks, the priority, the risk, and the points. We have all our commits. And at the end, the stakeholder sign off. If I go to the PR, it is linked to the main issue. We have our mockup on a separate wiki page here. So this feature was implemented in Sprint 11, but we also created subtasks in later sprints to enhance the feature, make changes, and fix bugs. So if I go to a subtask, we again have a description, a breakdown of tasks, the priority, the risk, the points, and it is linked to its main issue. We have the commits, and again, the stakeholders sign off. So the PR for this subtask is again linked to its issue. And finally we have the acceptance testing.
I'm going to show you the badge system, and I'm logged in as a student. So I'm going to go to my trophies, and here, as you can see, all the badges are locked, and I have 150 points from doing quizzes. So these points represent the level the student is at, and it takes 200 points to complete each level. So right now the student is at level 1, which is me. I can use these points to unlock badges depending on which badge I want to unlock. So if I click on this, it will give me a description of the badge, the name of the badge, what the unlocked badge looks like, and how many points I need to unlock it. And only if I have enough points will it show the unlock button, otherwise the unlock button is disabled. And when I click on a question mark, I can see a description of the badge system and how I can get points and what it means. So right now I have enough points to unlock this badge, so I'm going to go ahead and show you. When I click on unlock, it verifies, do I want to unlock this? And then it says congratulations, and it reloads. Now it's unlocked and the blur effect is gone and the lock on top of the badge is gone. And right now I have 50 points here. So now I need to keep doing quizzes, and those quizzes will add points to my total points and my level points, and my total points will fluctuate because I'm going to use those to unlock the badges. However, these points will keep accumulating because those will represent the levels, and that is the badge feature. I am in the JS file for trophies, aka badges. So what we have here are all the imports that we used. Then this is all the states, and these are all the functions. There's the unlock function and the get badges function. So as soon as the component mounts, we call the function check session, which gets the session that has all the user information, such as the user ID, the level, the total points, the level points, and the discriminator, which determines which badges are unlocked and which are locked. After that, there's a get badges function. The get badges function uses the API call to get all the information on badges. By all the information, I mean the name of the badge, the image, the description, the amount of points. Then they're stored in increasing order of badge points, and then they're all pushed and the state is set. After that, the component is rendered, and here are some variables that are saved. Some mathematical operations are performed on some of the states. Those values, those variables, are used to render the front end of the page. Okay, so here we have the dashboard nav bar, then we have grids, here we have the total points button. We're using the map function to map the badges, and there's a toggle being done when they're disabled and when they're enabled, so when they're locked and when they're unlocked. And then here we have the circular progress bar right here. It's taking in a percentage and it's taking in a text value that is stored in between. And we have 2 dialog boxes. Those are here. One dialog box, when a user clicks on a badge, it shows all the information pertaining to that badge. And the second dialog box is for the help icon, which is the question mark. And this is the text that the user sees, and it gives them a short description of what the badge system consists of. Let's say a user clicks on an unlock function because they have enough points, then they're asked, are you sure you want to unlock? If they click yes, then an API call is made to unlock the badge. This information is sent to that API call. Then we get a swell alert that congratulations, you successfully unlocked the badge. The window is reloaded and the session is checked again because information has been updated, and all the updated information is rendered to the page.
To test the trophies, we actually have two tests. One in which the user has enough points to actually buy a trophy, and one in which we don't have enough points to buy a trophy. In all of the tests, you have a mock class which just defines whatever needs to be defined. Same thing with the events. And then it looks for the badge button that is enable if you have enough points to actually buy the trophy. For the second one, you have the same scenario, but this time you don't have enough points, and then you look at the button to see if it is disabled or not.
So this is a pull request for our badge system, which is also a wow feature. These are all the tasks that needed to be done. This is the GIF for a wow feature, and these are all the comments. And this is some code review, which is done by our teammates. This is also linked with our issue. It goes to the issue number, and these are all the tasks. This shows the design that we decided for the badge system. These are in our initial mockups, and this is a stakeholder sign off.